Hi, this is Abe, and in this video I'm going to talk about using aliases in Oracle database. I'll talk about their use, run through the syntax, and then try out a few examples. So Oracle aliases can be used to create a temporary name for columns or tables. For column aliases, those are used to make headings in your result set easier to read. And for table aliases, those are used to shorten your SQL statement to make it easier to read, or when you're performing a self-join, which I'll talk about in a future video. Now, as far as the syntax, basically, to alias a column, you enter your column name, something that appears in your database, followed by keyword as, and then alias name, whatever you specify that to be. And to alias a table, pretty similar to the column, but there is no keyword in the sense that for the as, you take that out when you're aliasing a table. So you enter the table name from your database, follow that by the alias name of your choice. Now, a few things to keep in mind. If the alias name contains spaces, you must enclose the alias name in quotes. It's acceptable to use spaces when you're aliasing a column name. However, it's generally not good practice to use spaces when you're aliasing a table name. And lastly, the alias name is only valid within the scope of that SQL statement. So let's start with some examples. I've already got my SQL Developer application open. I'm connected to my database. I've got a connection called xejerry, which has some tables and some data which I created in previous videos, so feel free to check those out if you'd like. So I'm going to start with aliasing a column. I'm basically going to use a select statement to select some columns from this table here, the friend name table. So starting off, I'm going to do a select. Again, I've done the select statements in previous videos, so check that out if you need help with that. So select friend ID, first name, and I'm going to use a double pipe here to concatenate first name and last name columns basically as one column. And then as far as the aliasing, I'm going to do as, the keyword as, and then followed by my alias name that I chose. In this case, I'm going to go with name and friend name table, semicolon. I'm going to run that, control enter, and there you see the results. So it gave me all the friend ID columns and first name, last name concatenated as one column with an alias name for the column as name. Right there, and then those are the results. We can also do it this way. So if you select friend ID, first name, double pipe, last name, as. In this case, I'm going to use a space in the name of my alias, and I'm just going to do that. Again, if you use a space in the name, you have to enclose it in quotes. Again, from the friend name table, semicolon, run that, and as you could see, it changed the column name to contact name. Now, this sort of looks kind of messy in the sense that there's no space between the first name and last name when it concatenates to or joins those two. So we could easily do, I'm just going to copy that statement, paste it here, and then to add a space, basically you'll do another pipe, which will give you that space. So basically single quote, space, single quote, double pipe, and rerun that statement, control enter, and as you can see, it actually put in the space which we added here because of this entry there. Okay, so that's the column alias. Now I'll do the table alias. And I'm also going to use a select statement for that. So I'm going to do select f dot friend ID, f dot first name, and f dot last name. Now those by themselves technically don't exist. The f dot friend ID, f dot first name, f dot last name. If you try to run a statement with that the way it is, like from friend name table, it's not going to know what you're talking about. So from, again, I'm selecting these columns from the friend name table, and just so that it knows what this F means, I'll just put it as my alias and just put the F right after the friend name table. As you can see in the syntax here, table name, alias name. Here's my table name, and here's my alias name. Just one letter, semicolon to close that, and I'm going to run that, and there you have it. It gives me friend ID, column, first name column, last name column. So there it is. We talked about aliasing a column and aliasing a table, ran through some examples, and verified our results. I'll be posting the above script here to my blog, which I'll link to in the description box below. So feel free to check that out and try on your own. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and see you later.